something like this would happen?
I mean, man, at that time, you just focus on getting to the next level. You just focus on getting to the next level and playing at the highest level that you always dreamed of. It doesn't really matter what team. But obviously, I came here, what was it, local day. Came here local day when I was at FIU right after my senior year. And, thought about, definitely the idea dwindled around in my head, like, what if I'm staying here? And, 8 years later, here I am. So, again, man, it's a blessing to be back and being able to represent the city of Miami.
Calais said he went to you went to FIU.
Right.
You guys have become friends.
Yeah.
And you guys did talk about this, I guess, over lunch or something?
We did. That's my guy, obviously. Ran it with Calais last year in Atlanta, and we became really tight. It's one of my guys, man. Great dude, great teammate. We just had the opportunity to grow and build a relationship over this past year. And, I guess I got in my recruiting bag when I took him out to lunch. And, because I was already signed. And, he was, going through his process and everything. So I got a chance to, take him out to lunch. It was on me. You know what I mean? I had to treat my guy and, kind of, talk him to, what we got going on here and knowing that we could build something special with him being a part of it.
Let me ask you finally, during training camp, was there a moment where the two of you were just like going, we're here? Is this pretty crazy?
Yeah, man. It's always great, when I look at him, man, 93, man, that guy, his name speaks volumes, obviously, his play, but just the presence that he brings to the locker room, I'm just glad to have him again for another year. We talked about it at the end of last year after Atlanta and, hoping that we would be able to, see what happens, and, play, see if we will be able to play again together and, just kind of, keep the ball rolling. Because, he was kind of in between, coming back or not. So, again, man, it's just good to have him on our side of the ball.
It's been fun watching you run the ball against him. You did that earlier in your career, only a couple carries the last 2 years. Is that something you're excited to add? Does it put more wear and tear on the body, or is it?
Not at all, man. I understand my skill set, and I'm just trying to utilize it to the best of my ability and put this team in the best situation to win games. So, that's what I've been doing. When my number's called, whatever position it is, I'm going to answer.
Was there a meeting that
a lot of them technically are going to be some pass plays, right?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Forward, they're going to be pass plays technically.
Man, we got a lot going in, man. We'll see week one. We'll see as the season goes. Like I said, I'm just, my number's called. I'm here to answer.
Mike is good at laying out his vision to people. Before you signed, it was very early, obviously, in the spring. Did Mike lay out a vision to you in a meeting of how he planned to use you?
Yeah, man. We just, was able to get into it and, get Mike. First off, Mike was a great guy. I got to talk and learn about the person, most importantly, and what kind of coach, potentially that I would have. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what got me. You know what I mean? And obviously, I know the system that they run and Mike's ability to get guys the ball in their hands that can make plays. You know what I mean? So that was something that I definitely took to, and I'm excited to be here, man. Mike McDaniels is, great as a play caller as they come, great as a head coach as I've been around, man. That guy is really making a lot of strides and over this past couple of years and building a real contender for a team. So excited to be a part of it.
Chris Greer told us they're bringing in Tim Boyle as a practice squad quarterback. He's the guy that you had the Hail Mary pick six against. Are you going to give him a hard time over that?
No, not at all, bro. It's part of football, interceptions, like that. So shout out to Tim. I'm glad he's on the team, man. Another opportunity. So hopefully he comes and helps us out, bro.
What's this defense capable of this year? After you've seen preseason, after you've seen training camp, what are you guys capable of?
A lot. Defense is, the world is our oyster. Honestly, it's really on us if we want to go out there and take it. So I think we've got all the pieces. I really do, and I'm excited about this year.
What have you seen with Patrick Morris this camp?
My young buck, man, he's really grown. He has. You see him, he's like real physical, shooting gaps, whatnot. I've just seen him grow, get more comfortable in his feet, kind of becoming a pro's pro. That's kind of all I asked for him, and I just really wanted him to be confident in himself. Being a rookie in a difficult league, you can kind of get ahead of yourself, get anxious. I just told him to relax, go out there, play ball. You've been playing it your whole life. So I was excited to see him do what he did in preseason and then make the team.
With safeties, is it important to spend time off the field much, you think, with your partner? Like if you and Jordan spent much time together off field, is that even necessary or not really?
I think that as a whole, player to player, teammate to teammate, it's important to spend time together. Yeah, it definitely strengthens our bond as friends. But yeah, I mean, we spend so much time in the facility as it is that, you know, we get to know each other anyway. So I just, you know, like being out there on the field, you know, thinking how he thinks, but being, you know, hanging out outside of the facility definitely adds to that for sure.
Just to play for this team, you've been pretty vocal about just how much this means to you.
Yeah, well, I'm actually from Denver, Colorado, so when people say home, it's just like it was my home when I came to college here, and I really felt so much embracement from just the fan base. I really love the city, you know, and I do have a home here now. This is, you know, one of the places where I plan to reside when I retire and stuff like that. So it definitely is home, but just want to clarify, I'm from Denver, Colorado originally.
When you were at the U, did you ever think that this would be possible?
Well, yeah. My rookie year, I thought I was going to get drafted here. They took Philip Merling instead. You know, but my agent called me, you know, because there was no 32nd pick that year. So Philip Merling was the first pick of the second round. And that back then it was first, second round on the same day. And my agent called me, you know, once we got you know, 30, and he was like, hey, Miami's really interested. And then I was shocked when they took Philip Merling instead of me. But hey, you know, here I am today. You know, I'm happy to be here. You know, that aqua, you know, I feel like it looks good on me. You know, and they say if you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. So I'm excited about it.
Jonnu went to FIU, you went to the U, but you guys were together in Atlanta. How well did you know each other?
Very well, very well. You know, when I came out here to go through the visit, you know, me and him sat down and we ate, and we talked a lot about it. And you know, he had some influence on me, you know, coming here, just talking through his experience, you know, how much he liked it, you know, along with some other guys and stuff too. But you know, Knew was my guy. You know, got great respect for him. Love the way he plays the game. I think he's going to help us win a lot of ball games.
If I can ask you finally, during training camp, do you guys look at each other or talk and say, can you believe we're here?
We talk a lot. You know, I don't know if it's so much as can we believe we're here, but it's like, let's take advantage of this. You know, you see what we got here. This is special. This is unique. Let's take advantage of it.
There's a couple guys on the D-line. Can you ask me what you see in their games, and Deshaun Hand and Brandon Peely?
Yeah, so we'll start with Hand. Deshaun Hand is one of those guys that has like the unbelievable talent. You know, he's strong as can be. He plays with such good technique. And honestly, you know, I think he could be a really good player in this league. He's had the misfortune of injuries, you know, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't define his career. You know, this is a what have you done for me lately business, and you know, all he has to do is go out there and ball. Last year, you know, he made it through the year healthy. He felt pretty good about it. You know, we talked and trained a little bit together this offseason, and you know, I think he's right where he's supposed to be. He's gonna have a big year for us. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go back and finish Peely real quick too, because you know, Peely's another guy that's just a great athlete. You know, talented as could be, but he's young. You know, he's young and he has a lot of just growing up to do and a lot of maturing to do, and he's gonna get his opportunity. You know, and I think sometimes the best way to develop is to get thrown in the fire. And you know, he's gonna be out there, you know, week one, you know, helping us win ball games. And I mean, with his talent, with his potential, you know, I told him today, I was like, man, you know, you gotta see yourself as a dog, as a guy that can change games. Don't just be happy that you're on the roster. You know, see yourself as a difference maker, because that's what you have inside of you.
My apologies. You've been through countless one of these. You know, this sort of day after cut day, locker room is more empty. Is it still tough?
Oh yeah, you know, this is unique. You know, usually on cut day we don't have a day off. We usually work on cut day, so you get to kind of say goodbye, give guys some advice. But here, you know, I mean, we had an off day, so you know, I didn't get a chance to speak to a lot of the guys that I wanted to. But it's okay. You know, some of them, you know, reached out to on the phone and had a couple conversations with. But you know, it's always tough because you know, guys dedicate themselves for 6 weeks, go through camp and give all of themselves for a chance, you know, be a part of this. And, you know, I mean, for whatever reason, you know, you can only get 53 guys, and it's hard, especially like, you know, like you take the D-line, for instance, you know, we have a lot of guys we feel like were, you know, capable of playing in the NFL. So, you know, 2 guys signed to active rosters, you know, but when you think about it, though, it's like, you know, you're competing against other guys at other positions, tight ends, linebackers, other positions. You know, we have to get the best 53. And I really like our 53, though. Our 53 is pretty special. But it is definitely hard, you know, when you see guys give their all, you know, do everything you ask of them, and they couldn't be a part of this team. But that's, you know, it's still part of our journey, helping us get ready for the season. And, you know, wherever those guys end up, you always wish them luck.
So one thing Chris Greer told us today is several teams tried to trade for you. Any mention this to you? Were you aware of this?
No, I mean, my focus is here with the Dolphins and with this team, and that's where it will remain.
You got any comments from opposing coaches or players leaving the field in preseason, just, you know, saying they like your skills or anything like that?
You know, not really. but I just take everything day by day. But like I said, my focus is here with this team.
When Waddle says that you help make he and Tyree better, how does that make you feel when someone at elite level says that about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Every day, we get to compete against those guys. It's really awesome to get those reps. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to hear it for somebody like Jalen.
What do you think you have proven both last year and this year to now make the initial 53 the second year going?
Just being coachable, playing with good technique, and gaining that trust from the staff. I think it's probably been my biggest jump is just being more technical and consistent.
I just showed that I was relentless, like it didn't matter where I was on the depth chart at any point in time. I just came in, worked, did what I needed to get done, and I'm here where I'm at today, and I'm going to keep doing the same thing. So I'm trying to stick around as long as I can.
You came in with your quarterback from college, and so what was that like having him at first, and then going without him, and then kind of like, you have a guy that and then you're on your own?
100%. I mean, it was one of the coolest feelings ever being able to come here and be with him. And he's one of my best friends for the rest of my life. But, I mean, I played in college with him for 4 or 5 years. But, yeah, I mean, coming in, having that comfortability with someone that really helped me out. And obviously when he got released, like, I was upset about it. But, I mean, like I said earlier, like, everything's meant to be at the end of the day. That's what I truly believe. So whatever happens is truly meant to be.
What's something people might not know about you and your journey to get to this point?
So what do you want to know? Like, what do you want to know? Like, my journey?
Yeah.
Oh, like, okay, so, yeah, I mean, I started at UTEP. I feel like my whole time at UTEP, I was kind of an underdog. Even coming out of high school, I was an underdog. And going into the draft, I was an underdog. But just like I said earlier, just kept grinding, kept working on my craft and getting better each and every day and trying to stack days and see what happens, But, yeah.
What went through your head when you found out that you were actually going to make the team?
I mean, I immediately started crying. But immediately it was just a dreams to reality moment, Like, as soon as it happens, I mean, it's like I literally couldn't sit still for 4 hours after. Like, I was just walking around, like, shaking. My body was shaking. But, no, it was an incredible feeling for sure.
Did you throughout this camp ever feel like you were a roster long shot, an underdog for a spot, or do you feel like, yeah, I can go and do this?
I mean, I would be lying to you if I didn't think that. I thought that I was a long shot, but to be honest, I got that out of my head pretty quick. As soon as I got that out of my head, I feel like everything started to go the right direction for me. Got it out of my head, just decided, what, it doesn't matter. I can't think about that stuff, and I just got to keep working day in, day out on what I can get better on and see what happens.
How would you describe the difference between coming in here as an undrafted guy versus a drafted guy?
I mean, from a mentality standpoint, it shouldn't be any different, right? Like, you got to come in and you got to feel like you belong, and that's the number one thing I needed to figure out is, like, I belong here, and once I started to get that confidence, it helped me out tremendously. So, like, if I were to do it again, I would come in thinking the same way, right? Like, I get it. There's drafted guys, undrafted guys, but at the end of the day, you got to act like you're supposed to be here. Otherwise, you're never going to make it. You're going to lose already because you got no confidence, right? So that's the number one thing, just coming in, and then obviously you got to work, right? Like every single day, you just got to come to work and stack days and get where you can get, right?
It seems like the skill sets required for each position in this particular scheme are kind of specific. How does your strengths align with the center position and the zone scheme offense that they use here?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever's asked of me, right? So, like, if they want me to run and play a certain way, then I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to keep doing it like that, even if that makes me have to break old habits, create new ones. I'm going to do it like that until I get to that point where I'm doing it the way they want me to do it.